Hey everyone, so we're back and I'm going to show you guys just a little bit about the settings. So we've talked about adding a new topic. The settings, now then this was where my eyes got open just a little bit because you don't realize what you need to change until you take a trial run with your kids and you see that they get a little bit silly, a little bit crazy. So the first thing that I want to show you is when you do create your grid, and remember the grids are like 8th grade math, Texaco staff algebra, etc. When you do create a new grid, I would have them, I would do it by school email so that that kind of protects your grid just a little bit. And they'll log in with their Microsoft accounts as well. And then this is where I was talking about that you could change your code right there. Okay. All right. So settings that you probably need to change. My grids are already created, so I'm having to go in and change these, and I think you're going to have to too. If you go to Actions and Edit Grid, again, you can change that later if you forget. You do have to enter your school domain. Okay, this is where today I got my eyes opened. You do not want to receive notifications for every single kid that posts. I was getting emails all day. I changed this to never. You could do it. Mine was set. I think the default setting is every new video, which will blow your email up. You could do daily, but I just chose to change mine to never. If I'm expecting in an assignment, then I'll check it. Active state of your grid means that your kids can see it. It's active. If not, it's hidden. All of those things, you can go back and again, you can change all these things. You guys can read, so I'm not going to go over all of those with you. Change your background, and I'm going to go to update grid. Okay, now then, within this, here's my topic. So here's the topic that I posted today. And you guys, I just want to tell you, I'm sure that you know, but seeing our kids' faces, especially whenever we don't really know when we're going to go back, definitely made my heart happy. And we all want to check on our kids, but I'm going to just tell you, thankfully you can't really see that. That's why I'm showing hers on here. You can see that they get a little bit silly. So what I'm going to say that we need to do here on actions is we're going to go to edit topic. Here's the topic that I posted. I also recorded a video so that they could actually see me talking. You guys, you could put a rubric here. You could do a lot of different things depending on what you want them to do. Okay, here's where you can start turning things off. If you wanted kids to respond to each other's videos, then you could, have this turned on. If not, you can turn it off. Selfies and videos, that's where they take a selfie at the end. Students can add filters, stickers, and drawing. Probably should have turned that off. My kids got a little bit crazy with this. Another thing that I wish I would have had turned off before is right here on this view count. Kids get focused on that too much. I think we see it in our world too much today with Instagram and Facebook, and they're focused on how many views they get and how many likes. So I turned both of those things off. I think it's important that they can go back and edit. I had a kid that probably shouldn't have posted what she posted, but she probably didn't know that she could edit either. So those are some things that you could go over. And then sticky notes, I think, are, allow them to, of course, add something over their video. But that's the things that I would change. So again, I would change the right here. I would change the fact that the view count's on and make sure that your likes are turned off also. And possibly take that off if you don't want them posting stickers over their faces and being crazy. I think it's important, and as we get into this online environment, I think it's important that we're going to have to go over some online etiquette, that they're not texting and slang, they're not just talking to their friends, but this is actually a class and they potentially could get graded on it, because that's kind of how it's going to be in the real world. Okay, so getting out of that, this is exactly what I was talking about, how you would turn off the email notifications. these are just some ideas. You can click on these links. I'll post this later to the teams, but this is just some ideas that each teacher could get for their subject area. So as I told you guys, I would probably have my kids explain how to solve a problem, um, explain their thought process on a lot of different things. There's English, social studies, science, foreign language. If we had time, you guys, I would go through all of this with you. But because I'm doing this virtually, I'm not going to break it down. You guys can go back and do all of this later and look at each individual thing if you're interested in using it. Now then, one cool thing that I do encourage you to do is to look at the AR. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with that, but that's augmented reality. So basically, if you download this Flipgrid app, you can record. I could record a Flipgrid short from my computer. So literally it's just right here. I could record this short, and then it gives me, so right here I could share it within my team, or it could give me a code. Now then, this is the code that I clipped and put right here. A cool thing that I wanted you guys to see is you could download this app and scan it, and it's literally going to like pop out of your phone. It's just augmented reality, and they could scan it, and that's the video of me talking. So one way that I thought we could utilize this is with feedback to our kids. I would love to, rather than writing feedback on a kid's paper, I would love to be able to leave feedback and have them scan it and get my feedback personally. I know we kind of think that that's high ambitious, very ambitious, but it definitely could be a thing that we use. So I encourage you to download that Flipgrid app and check that out, because I think it's pretty cool. If you want to, if we were in person and I was presenting this, I would actually have you guys get onto the Flipgrid that we created together. And that would be right here. So if we did that, I would actually have you guys get on this together and sign in and create a video. I understand if you don't want to do that, but if you are willing, that's something that you could do. I will share this code within this presentation, and you can go to staff ideas to share your topic with me. If not, like I said, I understand if you don't want to see your face on the computer, but you guys are all helping me out by watching these trainings, and I hope that I am helping you out as much as possible during this time. If there's something that I can do to help you further, I'm not perfect and I don't have all the answers, but if there's something that I can do to help you in your classroom, please let me know. All right, talk to you guys soon.